Welcome back to Beneath Oresa. I'm not sure if that's the way that I'm meant to pronounce that name, but whatever. This is a Slay the Spire style game that sort of has this interesting mechanic where your character is actually on the ground, rendered in 3D, fighting enemies, and you feel like you're really playing out like a battle on the ground and not just abstractly playing cards. So I already played I played this game back when the demo came out. I think it was around one of the Steam Next Fests, and I really liked it. And so when the game came out for reals, I bought it, and I've been playing this game in the background. I've played a few runs of it now, and I think I understand it a little better than I did when I played the demo. So I thought it would be worth jumping back in, especially now that the game is out and you can go buy it if you want to. I thought we'd jump in and see how it works. So, starting a new run. You can choose which hero to play. I've only tried the game with this guy, though, and so this is the one I kind of know. So I'm going to try it with him, just because I'll be more familiar with how he works. Then you get to choose one of the other characters as your companion, and the only thing they do is they offer some passive benefits in the background. I've usually played with her in the past, so again, just for the sake of familiarity, I'm going to jump in with her. And we're riding an elevator down Beneath Oresa. So the setting of this game appears to be some kind of far-flung post-apocalyptic future where the world is just, it's got a bunch of history that is currently in our future, and there's a bunch of like magical technology and old creepy robots and stuff like that going on. So, okay, so I'm going to have my first fight. You can see along the bottom of the screen here, this is like the branching path that you take in other sort of roguelike card builder, deck builder type games, like say the Spire. You notice there's a lot fewer branches. There's just a few binary decisions here that you can make, but by and large, you're just following a single path. And your question is not, you don't really get to sort of target specific areas that you want to explore. Instead, you make some binary decisions at the beginning of a fight. So my first event here is a fight. And I'm going to decide if I want to just attack normally or if I want to flank, which means that in this combat, I'll do extra damage, but I have a 25% chance of being weak or frail. I think this is frailty. They don't have tooltips everywhere that they need tooltips, unfortunately, but I think this makes me weaker to attacks, and this makes me do more damage, I think. So we're going to select it. It looks like, okay, yes, so Fury increases attack damage. So I got that right, and it looks like I didn't roll that 25%, so great. Now, there's one thing that is interesting about the controls of this game, which is that I scroll with the mouse wheel to select my target. And at first I was confused by that. It was like, they actually had to do a specific tutorial to tell me that, because in other games of this style, where you've got this deck of cards at the bottom, what you get used to doing is grabbing a card and dragging it to a target to target that enemy. And for a while I was like, why didn't they do it like other games? Well, one reason is this is a 3D world. It would be really difficult to avoid situations where like one character is behind another character, for instance, and difficult to target accurately. So they're solving that problem by letting you explicitly target a character without having to drag a card over them. But the other reason is because my character is about to play out a fight with them in real time. And it's actually much better to be able to sort of select cards quickly. If you had to drag a card every time, then each attack you did would be kind of isolated, and you'd have these gaps, these pauses where you're controlling the cards. And this way I can actually click cards very quickly. They will all be targeted at my targeted enemy, and I can sort of get into the rhythm of combat. Another thing we have to look at early on is the fact that this character has got a special mechanic. I don't know if the other characters have this mechanic or if it's special to this character. But the idea is that I've got this charge meter. And if I fill this charge meter up, then the next big melee attack that tries to hit me, I will avoid the damage from the attack and counterattack with a certain amount of damage. And the way that I fill this meter up is, and it took me a while to figure out this is what was going on, these cards that say Zeal on them, different cards are selected each time to have the word Zeal. And if I do not use those cards, if I instead just let them get discarded, then I fill up this meter. So by deliberately hindering myself while I'm making my strategic choices, I can actually, sort of build up to a really dramatic defensive attack later on. The problem is these are a couple of my best attacks. So I think what I might do is I'm going to deliberately hold on to this one, but I'm going to use this one. At least I think I'm going to. Yeah, I think I need to if I want to take down an enemy. So you got this enemy who's going to do 3 damage to me next attack. This guy who's going to do 14, and this guy who's going to do 5. So one of the best moves I can make is to kill the guy who's about to do 14 before he has the opportunity to. So that means hitting him with Art of the Family, hitting him with Oath, and he's dead. And now I don't want to use this other Art of the Family. I still have 2 energy left, basically. So I can parry, which will defend me from most of the damage of these 2 attacks. I can also use Against Adversity, which is interesting. So Against Adversity basically lets me open up my hand and choose an attack card to pull out of my hand. And if I choose an attack card that has a 0 cost, then not only does it come back, but I also get another 0 cost attack. And it just occurred to me that the Oath kept the seal. So I got Oath back. I can actually leave it there now and not use it. Use Smite to do a little bit more damage before I defend. And now I've got 1 energy left, but I actually think it's worth it to me to just hold on to these cards and let them both. Because I'm not gonna kill an enemy. I guess I could kill this enemy this turn. And then I'd only be facing the guy with 40. But the guy with 40 is gonna have plenty of opportunities to attack me. So I think I'm going to hold on to the cards just so we can see how this thing works. So you see each card added 2 points to my little charge meter here. By the way, I should greet a bunch of folks who came into the chat. Madrian is here, Malatur, Rosenberg, and of course Cosmic and Ranithcord who got here before the game started. Good to have you all in the chat. Okay, so now, again, this guy's doing the most damage. I'd like to kill him this turn if I can. Unfortunately, both of my attacks are Zeals. So I could kill him, but I would run out of Zeal. Now, I think when I kill him, I think I still get a little bit of a refill there, just for killing him. So I think this time it might be worthwhile to do that. So you see, once I decided what I wanted to do, I could play the cards really quickly, which meant I got to see my character, you know, fighting with a rhythm that felt good, instead of just sort of each move sort of being isolated. Like in, for instance, Nitro Kid, where each move feels a little bit isolated, because you're playing it a lot like Into the Breach. Okay, so let's see here. So he's got 40 health. I need to whittle him down. His next attack, he's going to do 8 damage to me unless I can defend against it. I can defend against 7 of it with this Biting Parry, but it's a melee attack, which means that he could also trigger my counter attack. So if I leave this one and this one alone, I'll probably be okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so let's do Patriarch's Duty, which is just a general buff. And I've got 2 of these cards are cards that he put into my deck to weaken me, to sort of take slots that I could otherwise use for attacks. So I'm going to parry, even though I don't think I really need to. The main reason I need to parry is not because my defenses are going to be useful, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to fill up this meter and I'm going to counterattack against his attack, which means that I don't need to be parrying. But the parry cards and my basic attack cards also add to this number, and this is the number of the damage I will do to him when I counterattack. So let's see if this actually goes the way I expect. So he should, yes, so I block his attack, and I hit him for 22 damage. So now my charge meter's all the way down again, so now I need to start focusing on taking him the rest of the way out, which I can easily do by hitting him with this and that, and he's down. So Rosenberg, who showed up late, says, "What is this? I really like the art style." So this is Beneath Oresa. It's a lot like Slay the Spire, except that you've got the combat really playing out in 3D in front of you, and it's got a bunch of other interesting sort of character and deck building mechanics that are fun. So, okay, Firestorm, hit all near foes. That's another interesting aspect this has. So each of the battlefields has got 2 areas in it, and you're always in one or the other, and the enemies are always in one or the other. And that doesn't tip. Most of your attacks are versatile, and you can use them on any enemy, no matter where they are. Occasionally, certain attacks can only be used on enemies that are near to you, which means you have to use some other attack to get close to them before you can use that one. But there's also certain attacks, like for instance, this one, Firestorm, a massive attack that hits all near foes. So if I can get close enough to enough characters, this could be really, really valuable. And knockback, for instance, this knocks an enemy into next week, into the other part of the battlefield. So I think I'm gonna grab Firestorm just because I've never had it before. Okay, so now again, this is a scavenging location, which means I just make a choice. So I can either gain hit points and increase my companionship, or choose an Antiquorum, which is like a passive extra ability. So I'm going to choose this one, so you're going to see my max health go up, and I'm going to increase companionship with this character that's with me. Increasing companionship progressively unlocks these passive abilities that your companion gives to you. So the Wolf Within is what I'm going to get, which is a card that we'll see what it does. So basically, there's these 3 other cards that I can choose which one I want to get when I play that card. Ew, what are we walking in? Gross. Oh, okay, so I get a better reward if I just lose 5 hit points up front. I mean, I've got a ton of hit points right now. Sure, let's go for that. Okay, we got 2 characters who have 40 hit points. They're both upgrading themselves this time. Oh. Okay, so these are dangerous enemies because they have a buff on them. Which means that every time I attack them, the amount of damage that they can do increases. So since they're not attacking me right now, I can do a bunch of preparation. So I don't need to do Biting Parry. I might want to do Oath. Okay, so first let's do Wolf Within. Wolf Within lets me get extra smite cards. Or just extra cards in general. So I'm going to choose the one that gives me an extra smite card every turn. So I'll trigger that one. And then I'll do Patriarch's Duty, which also gives me extra damage on my counterattack. Because I'm going to need that, because somebody's going to, at some point, going to come after me with a really powerful attack, because I was an idiot and hit them too many times. And now I'm kind of inclined to hit somebody with Oath, even though that's got Zeal on it. Just because these guys are both going to definitely be alive on my next turn, which means I'll get this benefit of getting an additional smite card. And basically what I'm going to need is, next turn I want to have as many attacks in my hand as possible so I can take a guy completely out. So that as I'm hitting him, his damage is going to go up. So I need to take him all the way to 0 hit points so that he doesn't hit me with that leveled up attack. So I'm going to use Oath, and then I'll use Biting Parry, which will level up my counterattack damage. Then we're done. So these guys are just roaring at me. I'm not sure what they just did to themselves. Oh, okay, they just gave them an additional fury. So I'm going to be giving them temporary fury when I hit them, and they've also got an additional fury already. So right now they're only going to do 4 damage to me. But we're going to see this get worse as we go. I've got Firestorm, but unfortunately Firestorm would use all of my energy in one fell swoop, only hit one of them, and then I would have to deal with... Okay, so... Yeah, so he would be doing 9 damage to me, and I would have no energy left. And besides, this has also got Zeal on it, which means it'll help me over here. So I don't want to use that. Can I hit 34, though, with the cards that I have? Because I've got 9, 6, 6. So together that's what? 21? I've got 30. So if I hit him a bunch of times, I will still not take him all the way down. I will not have my counterattack. And I will have hit him 4 times, which means he will get plus 20 damage. So I should not do that. Instead, I guess I should defend. Yeah. I mean, I could use this to take him down with just a single attack. To take him down a lot, so that next time it's easier to take him down. And he would only gain 5, which means I'll be taking 13 damage total. And ooh, if I could parry that much damage, but this takes all of my attack, and it also would cost me the Zeal. So yeah, no, I'm just gonna, this round, I'm just gonna parry. Collect some counterattack. Okay, notice I get an extra smite card each turn because of that Wolfie thing that I played. Rosenberg says, I'd like being able to see the combat play out so smoothly. Right? Yeah, like this feels like it's taking the fantasy that happens in your imagination when you're playing Slay the Spire and makes it actually play out in real life. Oh, also, one thing I should point out, This little icon means that there's reinforcements coming. So this is going to get even worse. They're going to hit me with a negative effect. Okay, so again, okay, so I can use Against Adversity to get one more attack card, 2 more attack cards if I've got a 0 in here. I do. I've got Oath. Okay, so let's start with Against Adversity. Let's grab Oath and also Smite. So now I can do 12, 18, that's 30. Okay, I can do enough damage to take this guy all the way down. In fact, I might even be able to take the other 40 down. Hold on. If I actually... I've got 3 energy left. If I don't mind spending both of my Zeal cards... Okay, without Zeal, I only have 18, 27 damage. But then I can do another 18 damage. Which is 45. So I could actually take this guy down. Which would be smarter, I think. I think because then I'm left with only the guy who has got less hit points. So yeah, I think this means I'm going to take 5 damage, but I think I want to do this. So let's switch targets. Smite. And Art of the Family, Art of the Family, Art of the Family, Smite, and Oath. So he's down. The other guy did not gain any damage. So he did 5 damage to me, and his buddy shows up, but his buddy doesn't look nearly as scary. Oh, he's only got 18 hit points, and he does more damage. So he's probably actually my favorite target right now. Let's see what I can do. I could Oath him. Oh, yeah, okay, so I can... let's see here. So it'll only take Art of the Family and 2 Smites to take him down. So let's do that. So you notice I crossed to the other side. So now I'm with him, and I'm far away from the other guy. And if I leave these in place, that's going to trigger my... Okay, so I've got this 1. Because if I leave these in place, that's going to fill up my meter. He's going to hit me with a melee attack. I'm going to counterattack with 52 damage, and that's way more than his 34. So I'll parry just to make it 55, just to be obnoxious. Fill up my meter. I block. I hit him. And he's dead in one go. Or she. She's dead. Okay, so now... Consumable? What does it do? What does this card do? What? It doesn't say that it does anything. Okay, well, I don't want this card. Echoing Prayer. Deal 20 damage to a random foe. If they're destroyed, draw a card and repeat this effect? What? And this one gives me more power if I sacrifice a little bit of my... I want that one. Echoing Prayer sounds crazy. Rosenberg says these enemies remind me of some old Chaos Space Marines troops. I can see that. Heal 30 and lose 10? No. Heal 10. Okay, we got another battle coming up, as you can see down here. So I can heal 10 again, or choose an injector, which is like a consumable item. I'm just going to heal 10. Because I can. Okay, we got 55 and 75. These guys are both using ranged attacks, which means my counterattack does not work on ranged attacks. If that's all these guys do, my counterattack is going to be useless. So I'm going to... Until I see one of them use a melee attack, I'm not going to worry about this meter. That meter is not going to be helpful for me. So instead... So if I use both of my parries, I'll defend against 14, which means this guy's entire attack, but not this guy's. So I think I'm taking damage no matter what. I'm going to avoid as much as I can. And then... These are all the same. Why am I sitting here acting like it matters? Okay. Hit him there. And that's all I can do. So I'm going to at least parry. Only took some damage. Okay. This guy has got a melee attack. And so that does mean that it's worthwhile for me to be building up this effect. So This guy still has the lowest hit points, which makes him worth going after. So I can parry some of the incoming damage. I can do some damage. Unfortunately, I can't get him down to the point where he would be under 20, and I could get an extra card for this. So I'm just going to do Echoing Prayer. Damage the other guy. Alright, this isn't looking great for me right now. I didn't fill all the way up. I could parry one move, but not the other. Okay, now it looks like this guy alternates back and forth between ranged and not ranged. So I only need to get 2 more slots filled. So let's see here. I should parry as much as I can. Can I take this guy down? No. For some reason, I'm just only drawing defensive cards lately. I could... Okay, if I could against adversity... Huh, okay, so let's grab 2 instant smites. Let's also use against adversity to grab Oath, which gives me another smite. And so now I've got 24 damage here. That's still not enough. Okay, so I still can't do enough damage to this guy to take him down, unfortunately. So that means I'm gonna actually spend most of my efforts on self-defense. And then let's take him down as much as I can. And then I could use this last one. It won't take him all the way down. But no, yeah, I guess the thing is, this turn, it doesn't matter if I get any extra zeal, because I'm not going to be able to use it. They're both using ranged attacks. So, but I guess it's not going to make much of a difference there. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to get the rest of my zeal, and I'll just worry about it next turn. Okay, so this guy, I'm going to counterattack when he attacks me. I'm only going to do 33 damage so far. Okay, so let's Oath this guy. Flunk. And the only reason I did that was to get close, because now I can Firestorm them. Which kills this guy, and when he dies, he damages his friend. And now I could smite him and kill him, but I kind of want to do it with the counterattack. There we go. All right. Drawing cards by spending my counterattack meter. Oh, another Echoing Prayer. Okay, yeah, totally. Echoing Prayer. Let's just be a prayerful warrior this time around. Okay, so now I can heal more than I need. I can start healing I can upgrade my companionship and start healing every encounter. That's cool. Or upgrade a card. Let's upgrade a card just because I want to show what that looks like. So each card has got 2 upgrades that put different little letters next to them so you can recognize which ones are upgraded. So I could, for instance, get, a parry that protects me more, or a parry that builds up my counterattack meter. I could grab an Oath that does more damage, or an Oath that gives me more smite cards. A Firestorm that costs less, or that hits everyone. Let's do a Firestorm that costs less, so that's not the only thing I have to do on those turns. Oh, so I can upgrade more cards and remove one. Or I could let's choose an Antiquorum. Let's just do something simple. Okay, so these are Antiquorums. First time a curse is out of your deck, gain 8 defense. If a foe is destroyed during the first round, gain 1 momentum. I don't know what momentum is. Your 2-cost attacks deal 6 extra damage, so that would mean Firestorm does 6 extra damage, because I think that's my only 2-cost attack. When combat begins, draw an extra card. I don't know what momentum is, so I'm going to do this. So now Firestorm does even more damage, and now I'm actually going to want to find more 2-cost attack cards. I like how, these very specific passives encourage you to channel your deck to support them. Okay, so one foe gets tougher if I want a better reward. Yeah, let's try that. Might be that guy with his 125 health. Okay. But it's only the one guy. He doesn't have any reinforcements. So he's going to do 7 to me. I don't have any defenses on me. So I guess I'm just going to accept that damage and do as much damage to him as I can. So let's go Art of the Family. Oath is a good one to use, even though it's costly. For one reason, I can get it back. And for another, he's definitely not going to die this round, which means I'll get an extra smite next turn. So there we go. I'm going to take that 7 damage. 20? Holy crap, what? Now I'm kind of wishing I had grabbed that that card that was going to give that upgrade that was going to give me extra counterattack meter. Because I can't fill the counterattack meter this turn. So I can defend. You know what? It might be worth it to me not to fill the counterattack meter less, just to get more defenses against his 20 attack. Whoa! Okay, my internet went down for a little bit, so we missed some events, but none of them were very important. I survived that guy's 20 attack. I've built up my counterattack, so I'm definitely going to defend against this 7 and hit him for almost all of his health. So this battle is pretty much buttoned up. Let's just hit the next button here. Smack him in the face. And now, yep, take him down in 1 hit. And there we go. You know, one thing I should maybe start doing is recording my stream. So I'm starting to record now, just in case the internet goes down again. Okay, I get contrition. Okay, apparently we've got a bug where sometimes the left card will not show its text because I don't know what contrition does. That seems worth messing with on their side. Oh, but if I can at least see its upgrades by holding the Alt key. That's a nice workaround. Because, okay, it has something to do with being bloodied. I don't actually know what bloodied means. And I don't see an explanation, so whatever. Oh, unorthodox parry. Yeah, okay, a more powerful defense sounds like a really good idea. And, okay, it looks like I can either have an easier fight or a harder fight. This is for a stream. Let's do a harder fight. I've got 2/3 of my health. I'm sure I'll be fine. So we've got a bunch of reinforcements coming in. So these guys don't look incredibly powerful, but there are 3 of them. And actually together, collectively, they're going to do, what, 34 damage? That's a lot of damage. However, I do have Firestorm. Now, I'll lose some counterattack for using this, but I could take this guy completely out and this guy most of the way down. And between Oath and Art of the Family, I can take this guy down too and only take 6 damage. Okay, so what I need to do is hit this guy with Oath first. Firestorm them both. And then take this guy the rest of the way down with Art of the Family. And now I can't defend, but this is the guy who was doing the least damage, except, oh wait. This foe gains damage every time I target a different foe. Oh, you jerk. Okay, fine. I guess I'm taking 9 damage. Gotta pay attention to those buffs. Okay, so this guy, basically, do all of them do this? Okay, when I destroy this foe, I get defense. That's good. Each time he changes zone, they gain more attack. Okay, well, let's... And okay, this is a ranged guy, which means he will always run away from me when he uses... before he attacks. And so if I go and approach him and don't kill him, he's going to run away from me and gain more damage. So I need to be careful there. So this guy wants me to hit him so that he's the one who dies instead of other people, you know, dying and him getting extra damage. So what can I do here? I can only do 18 damage. I can do a parry that defends against a lot. And I do have an uneven amount of counterattack. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember. I don't know why I got this one. Was this one for defeating an enemy? I think it might have been. So, because when I discard a Zeal card, I get 2. So I think killing an enemy must get me 1. I think. I don't fully understand this, it turns out. But what that means is I can, because I only have one, an odd number of this, I will get 18 defense. Which basically protects me from most of what's going on. Now I'm fully protected. And I'll just hit this guy to take him down a little bit. And I think we're good. And I kept both of my... Yeah, so I kept both of my Zeal cards, so I powered up a bunch. If I can avoid them both again, then I'll defend against the most powerful melee attack, which will be one of these two. And do 9 damage to them, whatever. More than that, because I'm meant to hit him a few more times. So, okay, so I can take this guy out this turn. Which means this guy is going to get counterattacked. And that guy, I will defend against a little bit with that. So that guy gets totally defended against. That guy does some damage to me. And now what? All I've got is oh, this is an attack. And I can get some attacks from this as well. Yeah, let's grab this. So I get a couple of attacks. So with these, I can do enough damage to take this guy down, but not the guy that I'm with. So I'm going to ignore the guy that I'm with. I'm going to head over here. Hit this guy with a couple of smites and an echoing prayer. Oh, it hit the other guy. Dang it. If it had hit this guy, it would have hit them both, which would have been freaking amazing. And unfortunately, now he's going to get extra damage because he's going to run away from me before he attacks. And I've got no defenses. So I think I need to use my Biting Parry, even though it's got Zeal. And I should have done this. I should have done the math and realized that I should have triggered that one earlier. So that was my mistake. That's one, that patriarchal whatever, you need to spend that at the beginning of a turn before you attack anyone. And so that was a bad move. So everybody's going to damage me. Oh, good. He didn't run away. Sometimes ranged guys run away. Oh, here we go. Okay, so apparently he sometimes will run away, but sometimes won't. So now this is saying he's going to run away. So I've got... Okay, I do have an uneven amount of this. So I'm going to do... Do I even need to do this? I've got Firestorm. Let's just Firestorm these guys. There we go. Victory. So Ranithcord asks, is it bad when he runs away? That particular guy, yes, because that guy says every time he changes zones, he does more damage. And so if I'm chasing him around and he's bouncing back and forth between the two zones, his damage is going to go up and up and up. And so that's why I wanted to avoid that. Hey, La Coalición's arrived. Welcome. Oh, I should click away real quick to make sure that I can monitor my Twitch channel and tell when I've gone offline. All right, so a new Antiquorum. When combat begins, get an extra card. Gain extra damage after using a zero-cost attack. It's only temporary. Or combat begins, gain defenses. Let's do this one. Temporary extra damage when I use zero-cost cards. Because I get a lot of zero-cost cards with this character. This is a good time to heal. Though I could get steady healing after every combat, or I could just heal a bunch right now. Let's go for steady healing after each combat. Let it build up over time. That might actually end up being more valuable depending on how long my run lasts. Oh, and now I can also heal 20. Let's just do that. Ooh, sticky. Oh, yeah, when I say runs away, I mean he falls back. He runs to the other zone, Ranithcord, not that he just runs away from combat altogether. So, draw 2 cards, or take 5 non-lethal damage the first round. So basically, one of these will happen, but I don't know which. I assume non-lethal damage is damage that damages me, but it cannot kill me. Like, it can't be the last damage I take. I'm just going to go this way. Okay, so we got 3 of these guys. No reinforcements. I could Firestorm them. Full stop. I could Firestorm them. They're going to do a bunch of damage to me. Well, okay, so if I used all of my parries, even ignoring Zeal, that would get me 21 defenses, and that would mean they'd only do 7 damage to me. but I would do no damage to them. However, I could take away half their health in one blow with Firestorm, as long as I'm willing to eat all that damage. Crap, I hate decisions like this. Because I can't even just parry once, because in order to get close to them to use Firestorm, I have to attack them first. When this foe is destroyed, I gain health. So if I actually destroyed one, that'd be great, but I'm not going to. You know what? I'm going glass cannon. Boom! Everybody, and now they're all going to damage me too. But I did gain some counterattack, so that's nice. My health is 73. It's lower than it was before I healed. Ooh, Echoing Prayer. If I hit this guy with Echoing Prayer, it'll echo. I'm wondering, could I kill them? Ooh, I can kill them all with one Echoing Prayer, because I could... Oh, wait, I almost can. These guys have shields, which means they will defend automatically against anything that hits them. So I have to hit them once to even expose them. Dang it, this would have been perfect. I was going to use my 2 Art of the Family attacks to hit each of these guys to get them down below 20, and then use Echoing Prayer. And Echoing Prayer would just take all 3 of them out in sequence. So I can still do that. But I think I might need to just parry. Oh, I'm so sad about Echoing Prayer not being a thing that I can really effectively... I mean, I guess I could still use it. I could hit the guy who's got 19 and raise my chances. But also, if I don't use either of these cards, I will counterattack one of these guys. So yeah, okay. So I think I'm not going to prepare anybody. I'm gonna parry. Then I'm gonna do Echoing Prayer, and if Echoing Prayer happens to hit this guy first, great. Oh! That was more effective than I expected it to be. What's in my discard? Do I have any 0-cost ones? I don't. I've got a 9. Okay, great. I'm going to use Against Adversity. Grab a 9. Oh, what am I talking about? I don't have any energy left. Whatever. He's still not going to damage me. Because I've got this! Counterattack! Haha! Okay, so I took a bunch of damage up front, but whatever. It turned out in my favor. Okay, space optimization. Each time you begin a round alone in your zone, a random foe takes 2 weakness. Okay, sure. Each round gain 4 or take 1 damage. So either I gain 4 defense, 2 extra damage, or take 1 non-lethal damage. So on the first round, gain 3 defense and 1 card for each target you attack for the first time. So if I spread my attacks out, I get more benefits from it. Weird. Let's do this one, just because it's fun. It's fun to gamble. Better reward, or heal 5 hit points, but a tougher fight. Let's go better reward and not a tougher fight. The 5 hit points were not going to be worth the tougher fight. Okay, so I can ignore this for Zeal. I can just use my 3 parries. That'll defend... Just 2 parries will defend against all this damage. But I'll use my 3 parries to buff up my counterattack. Okay, now this guy is going to suddenly do 15 damage with some kind of fire attack. Oh, but it's a zone attack, which means if I leave the zone, I won't be hurt. This guy gets extra damage for being near someone. This guy gets extra damage for changing zones, but he's not going to change zones this time. So I think attacking this guy is my best move, because it means I'll run away from him, not take this damage. I can eliminate his attack if I can do enough damage to him. If I can do enough damage to him, which is questionable. Okay. I've got 2 Echoing Prayers? What? Oh, if I... Okay, hold on. Okay, let's gamble. Let's go after this guy with Oath and Art of the Family. So now there's 2 guys who have less than 20. Let's use Echoing Prayer. That guy and that guy took the damage. Let's use Echoing Prayer again. Oh! If it had been this guy, it would have been perfect. Instead, I'm going to take damage from him. Oh! That's what I get for gambling. So that guy doesn't damage me because I ran away from him. This guy does damage me, and I feel like a fool. And he healed. Did he? No, he didn't heal. He just never got damaged. That's right. Never mind. Okay, so I need to use this card if I want to avoid it getting worse. Okay, let's use the Wolf Within. Let's unleash the wolf. Get our 2 smites. Okay, so I'm getting the extra damage this turn because of my weird antiquarium, whatever that thing's called. So let's hit this guy with this and that, kill him, and then run over to the other guy, kill him. There we go. Oh, if that had worked out and I'd just been left with the one guy with the 1 hit point on the other side of the map from me, unable to hurt me, that would have been great. Ooh. So I could do sort of area effect damage to the far sector. And this is a heavy attack. 8 damage to all far foes. I feel like I've tried to use this one, and it didn't seem like it did what it said on the tin. So I'm going to pick this one, Burning Tenet. It's also a 2-cost attack, which I think I get an advantage with. Okay, so Rosenberg says, if only Pokemon games looked this clean. Yeah, so yeah, because I mean, Pokemon games, you are playing out a theatrical battle as you're making similar decisions to this game, but this one really tries to flow the attacks one into the next, which is cool. So I can, no, I don't want to do this just for 1 Antiquorum. No. This one is just great. Let's just do this. Okay, so Flurry of Blows. I use it for free, then I draw a card. Cauterizing Slash. You do a bunch of damage, but they'll gain some of it back if it doesn't kill them. Knockback. And it weakens them. Undying Faith. Lose all energy. Gain an equal number of smites. Okay. Each foe near the target takes 2 weakness. This one's interesting. Let's grab Amicus Curie. And then Shield of Authority. Oh, it's just another 2-cost attack, which I think I get benefits. What was my benefit? 6 extra damage. That's my benefit. Then I get to upgrade a card. So I could do more damage with Amicus Curie. I could 30 damage to random foe with this Echoing Prayer. Or counterattack damage. Interesting. That's gambling. Okay, let's see here. Or 20 if you're... Oh, yeah. Okay, let's make Burning Tenet just do an absurd amount of damage. And now I can... I'm going to heal. Obviously the best move there, if I want to keep playing. All right. So now I've got to go with 140. So, and I've got reinforcements coming in too. So I want to deal with the little guys, but they're going to be replenished. Firestorm hits all foes that are near me. So it might be worth advancing on this guy and then trying to use Firestorm. I would need to do 11 damage to him. And I would still need to parry. Okay, so if I try to use Firestorm, it's kind of all I'm doing. This guy, though, he's going to do so much freaking damage. I feel like taking him out has got to be my only priority. Until wounded, he has extra stuff, too. Okay, so I need to at least wound him. But ideally, I'll get him under the fire. So, yeah, so honestly, like, even though I'm not defending myself, I think that this is the better move anyway. Because I'm defending myself by eliminating his attack. So let's run over and do For the Family, or whatever it's called. Let's Oath him, and then Firestorm everybody. And, okay, I've still got one left, which means I should have done this. Okay, I'm going to defend. So that'll limit some of the damage, but not enough. New guy. Oh, no, sorry. That's not a new guy. So they both hit me. Then a new guy shows up. Okay. So now I can unorthodox parry. Looks like I've got how much damage coming in? 25 damage coming in. This will be 8. This will kill 18 of it. So I feel like I should definitely do that. And then Burning Tenet I can use on multiple enemies at once. So yeah, so I think what I need to do is run at this guy, attack him, but then... Oh, wait! Oh, now I'm out of energy! Oh, that was stupid. That was incredibly stupid. I forgot how much energy I had. I thought I could use Burning Tenet after that, but I can't! I was going to throw it back at them. Dang it. Well, that was stupid. I've messed myself up now. So I guess I'll just do Echoing Prayer. It'll do a bunch of damage to somebody, that guy. But I'm going to take a bunch of incoming damage, and it's my fault. SXO, no, we're not doing an official Undead Lab stream today. It's just my personal stream. Okay, that could have been worse. Oh, but they're all near each other. So that means I can weaken the other two by hitting the middle guy. Or... Actually, I'll kill this guy. And then the other two will be weakened. No, it won't, because he was defending himself. Ah, you gotta pay attention to so many freaking things. Alright. So now... Do I have any... Okay, I do have a 0 level attack. So let's do Against Adversity. Get some attacks back. So I can eliminate this guy with these attacks. But if I want to gamble, I can get this guy under 20 and use Echoing Prayer. Okay, so Echoing Prayer could take out 2 guys. Let's try it. Yes! Okay, finally. I got... Oh, and I got a bunch of cards. Wait, those guys must have had death effects where I get cards back. Okay, so... As long as I don't use this parry, I'm going to counterattack this guy. So, let's just do as much damage as we freaking can. Let's unleash the wolf. So smite you again. And I guess I've got 3 energy, so I can either use it on... I don't need to defend myself because I'm definitely going to counterattack him. So... I don't need this, but doing this extra damage would be a good idea. So yeah, let's do this extra damage. And then Art of the Family... He's down at 33. I will not kill him this round, but I'll get pretty close. And now he's got even more reinforcements. Oh, stupid. It wants me to keep my infection in order to fill up my counterattack meter. Whatever. Okay, so we can weaken an enemy. Can parry. We can also just... Okay, let's just outright kill this guy to start. Then, let's hit this guy and weaken his friend. And then, I guess I'll just... He's only going to do 4 damage. I've already got 4 defenses from somewhere. Probably from that weird Antiquarum that I have. So I guess... I'll grab a new attack. Oh, I'll bring this one back and then not use it. I'll just use the parry to raise my counterattack. Okay, so I'll do a counterattack next turn if I don't use either of my Zeals. If I don't parry, I'll counterattack. We've got 2 melee attacks coming in. So I'll basically parry one of them. And so I'll want to defend against the other one and then use Shield of Authority. No, actually, I don't even need to parry. If I use Shield of Authority, that will give me all of the... Yeah, so I should attack and use Shield of Authority. Oh, actually, I don't even... If I use Shield of Authority on this one, they're gone. And then I can use Art of the Family on this one, and I think I'm going to counterattack the other guy when he attacks me. Yep. How many of these dudes are there? Come on. Okay. So I can unorthodox parry, which will cover... Well, actually, okay, let's Art of the Family this guy. And I think, yes, that gives me 1 charge, which means my unorthodox parry will now be for 18 instead of 12. And I want to keep both of these cards to build up another counterattack, because there's still more guys coming in. So I guess I'll just Oath this guy, which means I'll get a Smite next turn because he didn't die. Oh, still more guys. Okay, Burning Tenet will hurt them both. We'll hit both of these far guys. So I kind of want to do this almost no matter what. Except, oh, both of my most powerful attacks are my Zeal attacks. That's annoying. Because that means... Because I can also counterattack next turn if I don't use them. Okay, but I do have an Echoing Prayer. I have two Echoing Prayers. I have an absurd number of Echoing Prayers. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We'll run over here, hit that guy. Now we've got 2 people who will pass on an Echoing Prayer. And if this guy is taken down a peg... No, he still won't be vulnerable. So as long as this guy is not my first target, Echoing Prayer is going to be very cost-effective here. So let's use an Echoing Prayer. Dead. Hit again. Cool. Another Echoing Prayer. Oh, didn't kill him. Okay, so now I'm going to counterattack. So this guy's been gaining damage, but I'm going to counterattack him, so it doesn't matter. Oh, the other guy died, though. He died off screen. Okay, well then, let's just hit this guy one more time and let my counterattack take care of the rest. There we go. Just one guy left. Okay, what are we doing to this guy? Just whatever, I guess. He's going to do 5 damage to me, but I can parry it. Oh, actually, let's pull back. Can I cancel this? This is pointless. Okay. Yeah, I just forgot I don't have any energy. So, whatever. So he ran away so he could fire at me. And now we're just going to murder him. Boom! And he's gone. So, okay, so now I've got this weird thing where I get to choose an Antiquorum, but as I reveal new ones on the list, old ones are going to go away. So the first time you're wounded each combat, a random foe takes 25 non-lethal damage. 90% chance of gaining an extra energy? Dude, I'm extra energy for the win. Not even a question. So I can't rely on it every time, but it's most of the time. Oh, and increase my energy by 1? I'm already going to probably get some extra energy, but let's do it. I've got 5 energy now. Okay, so Burning Tenet does 40 damage and extra 10 to this guy if I hit this guy with it. If my counterattack was higher, it would be more, but whatever. Yeah, let's start here. So that guy took damage too. And then... Wait, I can bring that same attack back, can't I? Yes, I can. Okay, so now I can do 40 damage to another guy. So let's just do it to this guy. He doesn't have any neighbors, and so it doesn't use the whole thing, but... And now, let's use the wolf within to smite the crap out of this dude, and we're out of guys. But there's a bunch of reinforcements. Fine. Fine. Bunch of reinforcements. So... Let's see here. This is... Okay, these guys are tougher than the last guys. I can't quite counterattack yet. I'll want to use my unorthodox parry then, because I want to defend against as much damage as possible. And I currently have an odd number here, so that means I get 18 defense. So that'll defend me mostly against these guys. Okay, so if I do one more biting parry, then I'm good. I guess I'll just do the other because I can. I kind of want to keep Art of the Family, though. Oh, wait, no, it'll take out a guy. But I just won't gain any counterattack. But I guess that's fine. Let's take out a guy. That's always important. Okay, no more reinforcements. So, Patriarch's duty. Firestorm hits all nearby foes with 29 damage. That's pretty good. And then Echoing Prayer. Will it take them low enough? It does not quite take them low enough for Echoing Prayer to matter. Okay. But I can counterattack if I keep both of these. So let's Firestorm. Hit them both. Let's Oath one of them. I think this is the one I'm going to defend against. And then, okay, I have a chance of this echoing now. But not a good chance. Okay, so I'm going to counterattack one of these. I'm going to take damage from the other two. If I use Biting Parry, I won't counterattack. So I think I'm defending... Basically, I'm losing 12 damage. Yeah, so I'm losing 12 damage by counterattacking. And this would only save me from 7. So I'm making the right move here, but I'm going to be taking damage, which is annoying. All right. So I can take that guy out pretty easily. Oh, actually... Oh, Echoing Prayer is going to annihilate everyone. There we go. Nice. Our burden. Increase your max energy by 1. Each round, lose 1 charge. Oh, interesting. So get more energy, but less charges. Gain 1 energy. Gain 2 instead if my counterattack's really high. Lose all energy, gaining a number of smites. Okay, Oh, this is hard. These are all just really just different from each other. I guess I'll just grab the gain 1 energy one. It's safest. Oh, by the way, I just noticed, I'm in the second section now. So I've never gotten all the way through the third section. So basically your run is divided into 3 sections. I completed the first one, which is called something else. This one's called Antagonist, and the final one is called Lauda. And so I've started Antagonist now. I don't know if I want to try to take this all the way just because I don't have enough time to really satisfyingly complete this. So maybe let's do one more fight, and then I'll sort of leave, seeing more of the game as an exercise to the reader. Let's choose an Antiquorum. When a fight starts, draw your next attack card. It deals 5 extra damage until played. It's just 1 time. Each round, each foe takes 3 non-lethal damage. Oh, let's do that one. Eroding everyone. Lose an Antiquorum. And this combat, gain extra damage and increase my hand size and max energy by 2? I spend an Antiquorum and I just gain a bunch of power. Okay, let's do it. Why not? This one was crazy anyway. Okay, so now... Okay, so I'm doing a little bit of damage to each person each round, and then I've got 8 Fury, which means all of my stuff just does ridiculous amounts of damage. Everybody's with me right now, so I can Firestorm them all. I've got 6 energy. This is silliness. Okay, so... It's too bad I can't really use Burning Tenet to its full potential. Let's at least Firestorm everyone to start. And then the guy with the most health is going to do the most damage. But let's focus on this guy, taking him out. Oh, and when he dies, he damages his friends because he's a jerk. And then I'm just left with this guy with 17. I don't have to use Burning Tenet. Okay, that was just absolute silliness. Let's do some knockback, because actually having enemies be in particular zones is actually important for some of my abilities. Alright. It's hard to stop playing this game. Oh, I need to trade out an Antiquorum? Okay, so I add Tenet of Honor to my deck. You play a Tenet, and attacking here gains 5 extra damage. Oh, I've got 2 Tenets now. So I can get that benefit. Now I need to lose one. Extra damage. Gain temporary fury after a 0-cost attack. Each round of... let's just get rid of Erosive Power. It's kind of boring. Okay. And now I can... Okay, I can get For the Family. That's a really good card. Or I can upgrade an existing card. Let's get For the Family. So let's upgrade my companion. Unlock their second card. And we get one more choice to make. Okay, this next one is gonna be kind of like a big boss battle. Let's have that be our last one. So one unrivaled card, upgrade a card, and gain an Antiquorum versus. Now let's do this. Grievous Laceration, another 2-cost card, which will do extra damage for me. I can upgrade a card, one of 3. Oath or Echoing Prayer. 30 damage to random foe. Absolutely. Echoing Prayer has been great. And then Unstable Burner. At the end of each of your turns, deal 5 non-lethal damage to each near foe. At the end of your 5th turn, it deactivates and deals 20 non-lethal damage to each near foe. Okay. Great. So I want to end my turns near to people. Okay, let's fight the bigger fight, just because it'll be a more interesting way to end this. So we got somebody over here who does 30 damage to me and has 200 hit points. Great. And the little floaty friends. I wish I had floaty friends. Okay, so if I use Burning Tenet, I'll do some extra damage to them. I got 5 energy. Tenet of On. Oh, and also, my Tenets will also increase the damage of my other cards. So, like, let's use Tenet of Honor. Gain some extra cards. And one of my cards, I think, was it this one? One of them just gained extra damage. Oh, okay. This weakens a character until the end of the next round. For the Family gives me some defenses. Okay, so weakening somebody would be good because I don't have a lot of defenses going on here. Okay, I need to plan ahead here. Figure out what I'm spending my 5 energy on. For the Family is free. Oh, and I gain a card, too. Okay, so... Okay. I think I want to use Burning Tenet on this guy. Oh, wait, why did he die? I didn't think I was going to do enough damage to kill him. Okay. Neat. Oh, no, wait. Did he die? Do they have some weird kind of resurrection ability or something? Okay, I don't know what's going on there. But the thing that weakens... I could do... Actually, either one of them has got 5 damage to lose. So I could just eliminate this guy's damage. So let's do that. Yeah, let's go... Oh, he took 8 extra damage. Why? Why did he take 8 extra damage? I'm not sure what's going on. Weird stuff. Weird stuff is going on. He'll do 30 damage to me. I'm only defending with 10. So I should probably just parry. There's so many rules right now. Let's see here. What? If I collect chakra corruption from this guy, he's going to leech my vital force? That sounds terrible. Okay, I'm going to defend as much as I can, but I'm going to take a big laser. Okay, I've got 2 of these now. So if I let them build up, he's going to feed on my vital force. I'm going to have to start spending... If this gets bad, I'm going to have to start spending effort, spending energy getting rid of these. All right, so I guess I can use Echoing Prayer to do 20 damage to them. I wanted to... What do I have in my discard pile? Got some fancy stuff in my discard pile. Most damaging one being Burning Tenet. So I could grab Burning Tenet to do extra damage to him. I can defend with this, which will defend against most of his damage. And then use Echoing Prayer. Okay, yeah, that's what I want to do. So we'll steal Burning Tenet. Throw it at him. Boom. We'll also use Echoing Prayer. And then we'll do an unorthodox parry, even though that costs me some counterattack because I need the defenses. Okay, good. Took very little damage. His next attack is a melee attack, which means if I don't use either of these parries, I'll counterattack. I have almost no counterattack damage to do, so whatever. At least I'm safe. So I should use Oath. I should parry, just to put more damage on this. Now I only need 2, actually, so I could parry again. I don't know why I gained that. And then let's do Renewed Vigor to get an extra energy, and let's kill 2 of these Vital Point corruptions. And now I counterattack to very little effect. I don't know why this guy's still floating here. I'm thinking that's a bug, but I don't know. So this guy's going to debuff me next. But that means he's not attacking, so I can just go all out on the attacks. Oh, I can give them 2 weakness. I can do this, I guess. Then I can use Shield of Authority. And then Echoing Prayer. Okay, they are heavily damaged now, but what are they going to do to me next turn? Is it just the Vital Point Corruption? Is that all? Well, in that case, die. Victory! Nice. Okay, so... Faulty Deflector, Guardian Genome, Savage Crystal. When you play... I don't know what is a program. Which of my cards are programs? Like, I need some explanations. When combat begins, take 2 non-lethal damage, gain 18 shield. No. When fight starts to draw your next attack card, it deals 5 extra damage until played. That's just temporary. Okay, let's just say when I play a program, I gain counterattack. I don't know what a program is. Maybe it's the blue cards? I don't know. And now I kind of want to keep going. We have to end this episode at some point. But this game is addictive. Like, there's not a point where you're like, oh, it's time to stop now. Right? Like heal 20 hit points every invasion combat. Which was... Oh, invasion combat is the final combat, the boss battle. So I could upgrade to that. I could... Yeah, let's do that. Let's upgrade to this. So now I heal 20 before the final boss. I get to upgrade a card. So either 10 weakness or more damage. for laceration. The rest of these are a little bit boring. Let's do extra weakness, just because it's an effect I don't have from a lot of other sources. And that's it. That's it. I gotta stop here. because I could play this game all day. And so yeah, so this is basically, you know, the role that Slay the Spire played in my life a while ago. This game is sort of challenging to take that slot for me. It's really, really cool. And it looks like, I mean, I haven't even tried the other two characters yet. I don't even know how they play differently. And so I'm just fascinated to see where this game can take me. So if you're interested in it, you can grab it on Steam. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I can link you to other videos about Slay the Spire type games over here. And I don't know, if I come back and play this game sometime in the future, I'll go there, but we'll see if that happens, because I got a lot of games to play.